Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers and everyone that has been viewing all my other videos. Today I'm going to talk to you about Ready Player One. I just got done seeing it and I want to discuss it while it's still fresh in my mind. It's a really fun movie by Steven Spielberg. It's been a minute since he himself, with the director's helm, has given us something unique and fun like this. This movie is set in 2045. Basically, we have given up on being innovative in terms of like cleaning up our environment, and everybody is living in trailers. It's pretty depressing to think that's what's going to happen to us in the future, but this is what's going on. And in order to escape the misery of reality, everyone plays virtual reality in a place called the OASIS. Our main character, which is played by Tye Sheridan, he really, he's a kid who's without his parents. He's currently living with his aunt and her not so great boyfriend, and this is his way of coping with his life and all of its challenges. And he has a set of friends within that virtual reality. They've never met in real life, and this is how they connect, and this is how most people are social. And everything's done during the virtual world. Whether you exercise, you gamble, you go on vacation, it's done through the virtual world. And the more successful you are in the virtual world, you win prizes, and prizes that enable you to play the game a little bit better. Well, the premise of the movie is that the founder of the game, he passes away, and he's giving everybody an opportunity to get rich quick. In other words, but you have to win a series of contests which enable you to get the keys, and whoever wins the key gets the keys gets to unlock the prize, and then they win the ultimate prize, which is the game and a bunch of money. And naturally, it sounds all good, too good to be true, excuse me. So you're saying to yourself, who's gonna just give away money and not have any consequences? Well, this is where our young hero runs into some obstacles, because in that maze, he meets his female character, played by Olivia Cook, and she's cool, she's rad, she is energetic, she goes after it, and what does he do? Violates one of the major rules. He wants to meet her in real life and tell her his whole story, and the list goes on and on. It's a fun movie. I don't want to give it all away because I want you to go see it. I think it has adventure, it has romance, and the thing that sometimes concerns me with movies like that, it gives you, you don't want the technology to drive the story. In this particular case, the technology is supporting the story, which is really, really important. And and the other thing is, sometimes when you have these movies that are made in a virtual world, they can be kind of hard if you're not a sci-fi fan for you to connect with. Thrawn is one of those where you're like, okay, I remember seeing it when I was young and I was like, this is really hard to follow. Also, the technology wasn't that great. But in this particular case, it's supporting, and it's not cheesy when you're going from the virtual world to the real world. I thought all the supporting characters were really, really great. I loved Simon Pegg, who's always great, and all the Star Trek fans, and also Star Wars fans. I'm going to be happy to see him in a different type of role. The other two is, just him overall, how he, can I say this, just dealing with friendship, money, and how that changes everything. I also liked, like I said, as Lena Waithe was really good. I was wondering how they're going to use her. She played a full-fledged character, very innovative in everything her character is. The friendship also, how their interaction in the virtual world translate again really well to the real world, and seeing that this is what they have. This is the thing that bonds them, which is the OASIS, and their friendship, and through it all just saying, you know what, we have nothing to lose, we might as well stick together. The other notable players are a young man, I want to make sure I say his name correctly, Win Moraski, and the younger person who, I'm looking for his name because he's somehow, I don't understand why he's not listed here, but there's another young Asian boy who plays a virtuoso. And the fun thing is, in the virtual world, you don't necessarily appear as you do in the real world. So you can be a girl posing as a boy, or a boy posing as a girl, and that really, really is a fun thing. So when they do meet each other, it's not exactly what they think it should be. As always, you need your resident bad person, and that is, you know, greed is not good, and that I thought that was played very well by Ben Mendelsohn. You know, and it kind of also takes a little bit of a stash at what's going on in Silicon Valley, a little bit, but in a good way. And the young man, I found his name, is Philip Zhao. He plays Show, and he does a really, really good job. And like I said, is the other gentleman is Win Moraski, and he plays Data. The other thing that I really loved about this movie, it was diverse. And it wasn't diverse in an awkward way. Absolutely, it's a virtual world. You can have the freedom, and you should utilize the freedom to have a diverse group of characters. In these group of characters, you had Asian, you had African American, you have a girl not necessarily being like, she's attractive, but she's not that typical girl that's uber, you know, model like good looking. She's a regular girl, and that's what a regular guy most of the time falls in love with. So I thought that was done really, really well. The bad girl is Hannah John-Kamen. She plays Finale, and that was pretty cool, and I loved like the styling. I thought they did a good job. Chinese bangs are serious for her. And but overall, I think this is what summer movies are. Summer movies are starting a little bit earlier. I know we're in March, but this is a fun movie. The whole family gets to see it. It's not a lot of violence. It's not a lot of cussing. And like I said, it's especially, you know, with spring break coming up and what other, you know, with the weekends, I think this is well worth your money. So overall, I give it 2 thumbs ups. I highly recommend it. It's a good time. And once in a while, you just want to go to the movies and have a good time. You don't want to necessarily be beat over the head. And it also shows that Steven still has a few tricks up his sleeve. So again, if you saw the movie, tell me what you thought. If you read the book, was it true to the book? Because this was based off a book. If you didn't like it, also let me know. Let me know why you didn't like it. And I'll see you next time at the next go around. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button. I'm Katya Woods. This is A Cup of Soul. This is my review of Ready Player One. See you at the next go around.